Good afternoon. I would also like to thank the Lancaster-Fairfield County Chamber of Commerce for allowing us to host this event and also for allowing us to present. And I do want to say, give a big thank you once again to Leanne Haight. She's our event coordinator for this, and without her, I'd be lost, and I think the whole district would be lost. You've already seen the best of Lancaster City Schools, and those are our students, okay? You've had an experience with our culinary arts folks, our criminal science folks, our health tech folks, and our fantastic chamber singers. And certainly that is the best of Lancaster City Schools. And if you would please, let's give our culinary arts folks a round of applause. Thank you. I'd like to begin my presentation by saying thank you for renewing our earned income tax this past November. We're very thankful to have a supportive community, and we're proud to be a part of such a strong community which supports the students and staff of Lancaster City Schools. It's because of your support that Lancaster City Schools is a place to be for learning, caring, and succeeding both now and in the future. Our most recent report card shows that the current state of the district is strong. Lancaster City Schools are the place to be for academic achievement. This report card is based upon last year's PARCC tests, which have been replaced by different tests this year. And this makes any comparisons between the old test and last year's PARCC test very difficult. And to add to the difficulty in comparing results, districts were allowed to choose between online testing or paper pencil testing. And since online testing is mandated by the state beginning next year, our district chose to take all tests except the third grade reading test online. And an analysis of districts' test scores have shown that districts who took the paper pencil tests scored better than those districts who took tests online. Now, this slide shows that despite the testing discrepancy between districts taking tests online versus paper and pencil, we earned a grade of A for indicators met. Indicators met measures the percent of students who scored proficient or above on state tests. And at least 80% of students must earn a proficient or higher score to get credit for the indicator. Out of the state's 33 tests given last year, and yes, there's 33 tests that our kids take, we scored proficient or above on 30 of those 33 tests given. And to put that accomplishment into perspective, we're one of only 2 districts in Fairfield County to have earned an A in indicators met. Another highlight of the state report card is our graduation rates, which were a grade of A, both 4-year and 5-year rates. And these are our highest graduation rates to date on state report cards. We're in the 2nd year of providing an all-day, everyday program for gifted students in grades 4 and 5 called the Gales Program. And we're proud to say that our gifted education program for all grades ranked in the top 20% of all school districts in the state of Ohio. And our U.S. News and World Report nationally bronze-rated high school continues to be one of the top-performing schools in the state, ranking in the top 17% of all schools in the state of Ohio in Performance Index. Our enrollment continues to increase in the district. Our current enrollment is 6,340 students in preschool through 12th grade. And because we're a large school district, people sometimes think we're too large to provide our students with individual attention to develop those caring relationships. We put an emphasis on keeping our staff-to-student ratio low enough to be the place to be for caring relationships. And as you can see, our students to educational staff ratio, which includes our teachers and educational assistants, anybody working individually with students, 13.4 to 1 for preschool through 5th grade, 14 to 1 for grades 6 through 12. And now those numbers include that we now have either guidance counselors or social workers that serve all of our school buildings. Our ability to provide individualized services and to perform well on state academic measures is delivered at a relatively low cost. State report card shows that Lancaster City Schools are the place to be for responsible budgeting. Our per pupil cost of $7,873 ranks in the lowest 20% in the state and is the lowest cost per pupil in the county. And most importantly, we are spending our money where it makes the greatest impact, on classroom instruction. 71.5% of our funds are spent on instruction for our students. And this ranks us in the top 15% in the state and number 1 in the county. Our current school construction project makes us a place to be for new elementary schools. We opened 3 new elementary schools this past August: Gorsuch West, Mount Pleasant, and Tarhee Trails. Our last 2 schools under construction will open no later than August of 2017. Pictured here is a recent photo of the exterior of the new Medill Elementary building. The parent entrance is off James Road, and the bus entrance is off Sheridan Drive. And Medill will be our largest elementary school because it is being built to house our preschool program. And here is an inside photo of the entrance to Medill, recently taken, so you can see the progress that's being made inside. Next is a picture of the exterior view of our new Talmadge Elementary School. And the parent entrance for this school will be off Talmadge Avenue, while the bus entrance is off of Lewis Avenue. And following is a picture of the interior recently taken to show you the kind of progress that's being made there. These buildings are on time and within budget and moving along very, very well. Through your continued support, we're moving toward the completion of our master plan for the replacement of all schools in the district. The Ohio Facilities Construction Commission, referred to as the OFCC, co-funds our master plan. We're in the second phase of the elementary portion of the plan. And with your renewal of our earned income tax in November, we are now able to finance our portion of constructing 2 new junior high schools. The final portion of the plan will be to replace Lancaster High School. And we hope to address funding needs for a new high school in the not-so-distant future so that we can keep Lancaster City Schools a place to be for new school buildings. Here's a summary of the process for the junior high construction project. Currently, we are securing building sites for a new General Sherman and a new Thomas Ewing Junior High. The planning and construction process, though, cannot begin until the OFCC allocates their portion of the funding, which will hopefully be this July. And it's not whether they allocate, it's just simply when they allocate the funding. And then once the OFCC allocates our funds, we will proceed with the remainder of the process, which will likely take about 3 to 3.5 years. We have secured a site for a new Thomas Ewing Junior High School. Late last month, we closed on the former Kreitz Farm, which you may have ridden horses on. It's located off Sheridan Drive, near the intersection of Rainbow Drive. And this property will provide us plenty of land for the new Thomas Ewing Junior High, along with an athletic field and track. Now, the decision was made to abandon the current Thomas Ewing site in order to allow that current site to be utilized when a new high school is constructed. Additional land will be needed when a high school is built, and we assume that, we figure that'll be on the same land primarily to incorporate our career and technical programs which are currently housed here at Stanberry. Thus, the current Thomas Ewing site can then be used for the relocation of the athletic fields that are behind the high school or for some other purpose in conjunction with the high school construction. And also by constructing the future Thomas Ewing Junior High on a new site, we'll be able to continue educating students at the current location during this construction project. Now, we have yet to secure a future site for General Sherman Junior High. But I just did hear that there's 190 acres of land out at Fairfield Union. Maybe we can work something out. Yeah, okay. Well, we've been unsuccessful at our attempts to acquire 20 or more acres of land which has good access and proximity to utilities on the west side. To date, owners of these potential properties that we've identified have either shown no interest or have set an asking price that's twice the appraised value. So constructing a new school on the current General Sherman site is not a viable option because it only has 10 acres and it's located in a floodplain. And that means a lot of dollars to remediate the land in order to build there. So at this point, we're continuing to explore possibilities for a future site for our General Sherman Junior High, and we certainly hope to have a property secured this summer. Now, new facilities are not the only changes you'll see in the coming year from Lancaster City Schools. We're always looking for ways to improve our educational options to make us a place to be for new educational programs. Listed here are 4 programs that will be added for next school year. The first program is an expansion of the STEM program implemented this year at Lancaster High School. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. And we will be implementing Project Lead the Way, which will allow us to increase the number of students in our STEM program and provide them with 2 pathways, engineering and biomedical. Our next program is the addition of Spanish for high school credit in 8th grade. Spanish will be the second foreign language offered in 8th grade, as we'll continue to offer our world languages as well. And over the next 2 years, we'll be expanding our gifted elementary program in our elementary grades to serve gifted students before they enter into our all-day, everyday Gales program in grades 4 and 5. And the last new program is an exciting program, a preschool partnership that we will launch with Fairfield County Head Start. This partnership will allow us to share services and increase the number of students we can serve in our preschool programs. Our partnership with Fairfield County Head Start is just one of many community partnerships. And we're fortunate to be part of such a wonderful, giving community. We value the many partnerships we have with community organizations as we work together to provide the best experience for the students in Lancaster City Schools. We have attempted to list all the organizations in the community with which we have partnerships that work in our buildings. If I included the athletic partnerships, we don't have enough time to run through all of those. On the slides are 35 organizations that we were able to identify, making Lancaster City Schools a place to be for community partnerships. I began my presentation with a thank you for your continued support for the renewal of our earned income tax. And I want to end by thanking you for partnering with us to make Lancaster the place to be to raise a family. Together, we are doing, and we will continue to do, great things for the children of Lancaster City Schools. Thank you very much.